Alright, show notes. You finally get a hold of the show notes. So GUID period GL GLHCID. If you go to this as a URL, you'll find the show notes. Let me paste that over and you get this. The reason I didn't give it to you right away is because the people that I am going to give this to, I don't want them to copy paste off of this up until now. Now it starts the road to ruin of taking code, Frankenstein it together, and creating something else. So in this case, I need infrared in order to do another project in the next chapter, and we'll bring the two together, if not three things together, and have this device that actually does something within anybody's house. We'll call it the macro device. Okay, we need to go down to chapter 13. You can see that there's all kinds of code here, and it's all broken up via chapters. So chapter 13 has this, a link to a new library. Okay, this is an updated library, and I decided to put it on my own Google Doc instead of the GitHub. That way I know exactly which variation this is. If you do not use this variation of library, it could have compiling problems. Okay, so please use this. And how you do it is you go like this, click into it, download. This works both on Mac and PC, by the way. Just download it to my desktop. Then jump into my desktop and right click and extract this. And then I could go down, copy this one. I want to copy the one with the stuff in it, so make sure you're copying that one. Now on a Mac, it's a little bit different. First off, let's go to C drive, program files 86, Arduino 1.01, and then let's go to libraries. I already have this library in here that I installed last time with chapter 12, but I want to make sure I overwrite it with this new library. So close out all your Arduino and then close it out, paste it in here, and overwrite it. Okay, I'm not going to do that because I already did that. So that'll give you the variation that compiles well with this sketch. And this sketch is a little bit different because it's got this term in here. Raw length. So if you do not have this variation of library, you could have problems compiling this. If you have any problems compiling it, you got it in the wrong place or the wrong library. Okay, the code. The code is located here. This is actually just the first half of the code. The other half is the send. This is the receive. This code has been Frankenstein together by various individuals, places on the internet, me, but it works out really well. So this will enable you to dump the contents of a remote control into memory and then decipher it out to an integer. Okay, and that integer can be used in different applications, in different ways, being able to send it. And please note that infrared remote controls are very is the most undefined thing in the world. There is all kinds of different codes, all types of different bits, all types of different, it's amazingly unstandardized. So the raw data is the most important stuff because you don't have to worry about standardization that way. Okay, let's get into a sketch. I'm just going to paste that over just to show you that I pasted it right from the Google Doc, so you get the idea that it's not going to fail on the compile. I'm going to compile that out, and I'm going to send it on over. Now what does this do? Again, this dumps the memory via pin 11 using this library. It's very complex. Basically, when it comes down to this level of coding though, sometimes you're going to need tools built by other people or tools cobbled together in order to get different things that you need for different projects. In this case, infrared. Open up the serial port. Just click on the little serial monitor and then click any button on the remote. In this case, I'm going to have the power on. Okay, that's the code I get. And what I'm going to do is take this and copy it and move it over to a notepad. So on is that one. And now I would do this. I'm going to turn that off because it's a small room. There we go. Turn that off. So that's the off code, which is the same as the on code. So on this remote, on and off happens at the same time, same button on the remote. That's going to lead to some problems later on if we go to code, and I'll show you how to make it so it only launches it once, not a bunch of times. Okay. All right, we got the mode key. We'll copy that down too. So there we go. That's mode. Yeah, mode's huge, right? We got temp up. And temp down we need. Perfect. I don't know why I keep hitting that. Oh, because I'm not looking. Yeah, that's what it is. My generation doesn't know how to type. We just know how to look at the keyboard. Okay, now we'll call this the Eden heater. And it's a good idea, you know, if you're going to do this, you might as well do it right and keep a running register of everything in your house based upon this. It really does help out. There's a lot of times where I'm like, oh, I wish I just had taken the time to record everything. Now, if you get a huge remote, like let's say, I think I got a thing called a popcorn hour that has like a billion buttons to it. It is nice to have it, but to sit down and do every one of them, yeah, that would be hard. So I got on, and then mode. There we go. I don't know why it moved up like that. So that's capturing the information into a usable format. And now we're going to take this usable format and bring it into a sketch in the next video.